point I'm going to talk about is sex. Let me not scream. YouTube may do me something. Guys, sex. Doing the do. Hey, that particular matter, na problem for house. Hey, I mean a real problem inside my house. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time seeing this face, my name is Priska, a YouTuber based in Douala, Cameroon. Welcome. So today we are just going to talk about 5 reasons why most marriages fail. Yes, I have my notebook here and I'll just be looking down to get some points, okay? Marriage, that union where most young girls are struggling and hustling to get into. That union where on the day they are being sealed before God and man, before the Lord Mayor, every girl likes to wear that white gown that flushes on the floor. As she is walking back and seeing the train of it, she feels like, God, I am up and the sky is my limit. Guys, why most single ladies are striving your best to get into this super union, most that are in there are struggling to, in fact, are streaming out or struggling to go out. So today we're going to talk about 5 points, 5 reasons why most marriages fail. So right away, we're going to talk about the first point. The first point is God. Yes, God. Most of us, we claim to be Christians, we claim to go to church, or we go to church, but we put God at the tail end of our relationship, guys. We put God at the tail end of our relationship. Sunday you pick your bag, you go to church, but do they care to take the advice that God gives them in his holy book? This book is a textbook that has everything you need for your marriage to succeed. But most people do not take this advice. Like the advice concerning headship, men are supposed to be the head of the family. You as a wife, do you look at your husband? Do you look up to him as the head of the family? If you're financially well placed or well educated than your husband, do you still give him that position of headship? You ought to submit yourself. Men have to treat women as weaker vessels and to love them as their own self. Men, are you doing that? Do you use your wives for punching bags? Do you treat them as weaker vessels, assisting them with daily chores? Or you just think, oh, I got married, she has to do the work? Listen to that advice in the Holy Book, in God's Word, the Bible, and your marriage is going to be fine, much better than it is. So I mentioned that because it's the first super point, guys. We have to put God at the center. Consider your marriage to be a triangle. Yes, a triangle. This triangle, we have these 2 ends. This is you, this is your husband. This triangle meeting at this edge up cannot be a triangle, cannot be funded, cannot stand if this edge up is not there. So put God at the center where you and your husband always come to meet him together in decision making in whatever you want to make. Consult his word, the Bible. Yes, that's the first point. The second point I'm going to talk about is project. Yeah, project? Yes, project. Women still think they are the project after they get married. I hope you understand what I mean by project. Project is any work being done, any work you plan to do, you're working on, that's a project. Girls, women, before a man ever gets married, once he gets financially stable, he starts thinking of getting married. He starts thinking of the lady to who or to marry, to date, or to whatever. He has everything, the characteristics he wants in his head. And once you go around searching so many other girls and he falls on you, you become his project. Once he checked all those points he wanted, you have most of them or all of them, Then he starts working on getting you. Permit it, guys. The knockout. Sorry for the noise. The knockout is Xmas season. So once he sees those things in you, he starts preparing to get you as a wife. He's ready to do everything. Taking you out on dates, inviting you, calling you every minute. How do you do? What did you eat? How many times did you eat? When did you poo-poo? Why did you poo-poo there? They check up on you so frequently. And once you get married, most often, these men do not keep up with what they were doing before marriage. With women, we start feeling neglected. We start feeling like he has changed. He just lured me into the house. He's not the same person I married. My sister, you are no longer the project. Now he has a new project. Caring for this family he has, caring for you, providing for you, preparing for your children's future. You are no longer the project. But I don't mean that I don't encourage men to stop taking care of their wives after marriage. But I just want to tell you that expect that all the sweet treatment is going to go drastically down. Yes, it's going to drop drastically. But you can keep it going by keeping it sweeter, calling him during the day and things like that to keep the relationship sweeter. Yes. So that was the second point. Right away, we're just going to talk about the third point, which is also a very big point: communication in marriage. Guys, the first years of marriage is often the most difficult. Yes. The first year, especially if you're the type of person that just dated, you did not do come we stay, you live with him for 4, 5 years before you got married. If you just actually dated and courted him for some time and then you got into the house, communication is very important. Most people fail to do that. Why? Because they think, I want to do this. He should know that. We are expecting that you're expecting your spouse to think what you're thinking. To do something you want him to do without telling him. It's difficult, guys. It's difficult. You need to communicate with your spouse. Tell him whatever you want. Do not expect that he knows how you're feeling or what you're thinking of. Tell him everything, guys. Communication is super important. I don't just want to drag this video. I would have quoted some examples, but communication is very important. I know some men do not like talking. Like I remember my husband when I got married. I was like, One day I told him that it hurts to realize that you are not my gist partner. It really aches me to realize that you are not my gist partner. It's somebody else with whom I gist everything. We women would like to story, we like talk, anything we see, we like discuss. Hey, boy, how you see him? Hey. So I was expecting after marriage that I would be gisting everything with him. But when I come and sit, I start saying, he will be like, okay. He won't ask questions. It was just pissing me off. Sometimes you'll be like, no, you don't have to be looking at people's life. You know. When I told him and expressed myself one day that I don't like it that way, gradually, that guy today, he can gist. Hey, husband man can gist. So guys, it's good, it's very important to communicate. So right away, we are going. The third point I'm going to talk about is sex. Let me not scream. YouTube may do me something. Guys, sex. Doing the do. Hey, that particular matter. Na problem for house. Hey, I mean a real problem inside my house. For most men, you know, maybe let me talk about men. Before they got married, before they ever settled down, most of them just did the do. They got it. Hey, they got it. They did it whenever, wherever, however they wanted. Okay, and maybe with this same woman, before she could get into the house, she was just ready to do it because she is also trying to get her way into, to get that ring, you know, to get this ring. And once she's inside, she feels like, okay, I'm already inside. But let me talk on the side of men. I don't encourage fornication. It's a sin even in the Bible. Yeah, I don't encourage it. but I'm just trying to bring out facts that may cause some marriages to fail. Once you get married, know you've bestowed upon your wife a very great responsibility. Few are those men that are going to take charge, having some chores as their own personal chores in the house, which they do daily. Most men often do chores when they want and how they want. Yes, they may not do it as deeply or as well as you want it to be done. So know that your wife becomes the sole person in the house carrying this. She does everything. And at the end of the day, she's tired. What still if she is a working class lady? It's not easy. So she cannot deliver that article. She not give you phone call anytime you want to make call. It not give you phone make you make call. Yes, so yes. If you just beep, if you just beep because you don't tire, make I talk of pigeon, make una hear. Yes, she may be very tired and she cannot do this every time or anytime you want. Please try to be understanding. Yes, and also realize that the happiness of a marriage does not depend on this. Try to discipline yourself mentally on both sides, be it the man or the woman. Guys, so that is it. Please, 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 men and women, let's try to take this point very seriously, because most marriages have broken apart because of this. At the end of the day, the men prefer to go outside to get their sexual desires satisfied instead of trying to exercise some self-discipline and controlling themselves. We are going to talk about the next point, which is our last point. This is the fifth point, which is money. Money. Woman, have you ever heard it? Woman like M. Anything is that M, woman like her. We women, we like money. Yes. And before marriage, most often men were used to answering our needs, crediting our mobile accounts, our bank accounts. They will buy us this, buy us that. And when you get married, they reduce the rate of doing this. Most especially when the woman is working, they will be like, she has her own money, forgetting that she also uses money to take care of other chores in the house. Men, please give your wives money. Take care of your financial needs sometimes. They need that from you. Man became money the too sweet. Yes, a man's money is sweeter. Even if she has her money, give her some money. And you will see you put that smile on her face. And when a woman's financial needs are not taken care of, she's ready to go out there and get a man that's going to satisfy that need. Even if it means putting her back on the floor to get what she wants. So guys, please take care of your wives. So that was it for our 5 points. Guys, if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up and please smash the red subscribe button to join this wonderful family. Until we meet again, take care, stay blessed, love you, bye.